Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are back for another match of the Vancouver Sevens. This one, a crucial match for Samoa and the USA. In the starting lineup for the Samoans, though, it will be Fawa, one of the new players, getting an opportunity here, and a massive opportunity to be in such an important playoff game. Paul Eti Slater, Valvasa Apasua, Motu Opitai, who got himself 2 tries in the opening game up against the Australians, Steve Onisai, Elizabeta Alofipo, and Taunu'u Naolivaya. Then for the Samoans, for the USA, it is going to be Fuala'au, Joe Schroeder, Kevon Williams, Malachi Esdale, Perry Baker, the experienced veteran back for the USA here, Aaron Cummings and Steve Thomasin. So both of these sides sit on 3 points. The loser of this contest can almost guarantee a spot through to the next group or the next stage of this competition if they get the bonus point for being 7 or less behind. But whoever wins qualifies for the quarterfinals automatically, and Samoa kick this one off to get us underway. Nicely taken by Perry Baker. We know that there will be a lot of pressure on these two teams. Samoa started off with a hiss and a roar yesterday, getting themselves a big win over the over the Australians, whereas USA, they did struggle. They were defeated by France. And now the ball has been held up. Going to be a rolling maul here. Samoa actually going to force Kevon Williams all the way towards his try line. This ball will not come out. And it's going to be now a 5-metre scrum for Samoa. Some brilliant work early defensively, putting the USA right on their own line. Kevon Williams complaining. He's going, why did you give me that pass? What was I supposed to do with that when I got 6 Samoans giving me a bear hug? And win for Banana, says Dolores. And go Samoa, says Jason there. Let's go Samoa. And vamos, Kiwi Lads, says Blues neighbour. Do let me know your score predictions for this game, ladies and gentlemen. It's 2 very strong sides, and 2 that have the potential of going far in the competition. And whoever ends up actually missing out here has a chance that they will be facing South Africa in the next stage. So I don't really want that. I feel like an angry Blitzbox side is not a good side to be facing this stage of the competition, but Niueli Letufia, he's not going to be starting this match, but he has such potential off the bench for Samoa. Alongside him, they've also got Valvasa Afasua. Now they're going back for the original penalty in favour of the Samoans. That is for offside, 10 metres out from the USA line. I think this time it was Aaron Cummings who has been penalised there. They're opting for the scrum Samoa. They do enjoy being physical. Like they've said, USA sitting second at the moment on the pool. Samoa sitting there in third. Currently, New Zealand, Great Britain, Ireland, they have all theoretically qualified for the next stage of the competition. Welcome in, Ferretti. Hope you are doing extremely well. Ball available now for the youngster. Fawa gets it across. Short pass attempted by Paul Eti Slater. He's close to the try line now. He's going to be held up on his back. Oh, hang on. That ball might be down on the near side. No, it's called as... Okay. Referee's going to have a look. Did it take too long to get this ball down? Now, if he is held up, the rule in Union is a lot different to Sevens. If there is no sign of a grounding but he is held up, there will be a 5-metre scrum here. So it's not a bad thing for Samoa. It's either going to be a try or it's going to be... Yeah, he's got that ball down, Samoa. And Paul Eti Slater, I believe this will be the first try of the contest for the Manu Samoa. Samoa love physical, they certainly do. And the physicality of Paul Eti Slater to force that ball down even though it looked like he wasn't going to be able to. Extremely impressive there. So you might have a bit of a bleeding nose at the moment, Paul Eti Slater. The man is dressed as Spider-Man in the stands. Absolutely loving it. Now let's go Uso. Says Amosa. And there, but the kick is good. So Samoa now with that 7-0 lead. Like I mentioned, the winner of this game qualifies for the quarterfinals. The loser still has a very good chance of making their way through, but they do have to wait that little bit longer to find out whether or not the other results go the way that they need them to. Now kicked off high from Samoa. Perry Baker not able to take that one cleanly, but it bounces back to Steve Thomasine. Joe Schrader, big seller the dummy for a big individual on the ball, but the penalty for not rolling away goes against Nuulivaya. Now Kevon Williams trying to show his pace. Managed to sell the dummy and pierce through, but the Samoan defense at the moment, they're shutting down Steve Thomasine. Another big pass out wide. Here comes Perry Baker. He's an elusive player. That is a knock on though from the USA. Great hands from Nuulivaya. And the ball is back there now for Samoa. They will take the scrum. What are you watching on? I am watching on Sky Sport 2 here in New Zealand. But they used to do them all on the World Rugby Sevens YouTube channel, or they would also do it on the World Rugby Sevens website. And I feel like ever since they switched to the new format, it seems to be that they don't show these games for free in a lot of locations, which I think is a massive mistake, because that is the way that you keep people interested in the game, give them the opportunity to watch some of them, even if it was just like the final or the playoff games or one round of the group stages. If it's free to air, people will watch it. Now put in by the youngster Des Cipollone. He's knocked that one on. And it is. Oh, is it still on the Sevens website? Well, that's quite good then. I know that a lot of people have been saying they haven't been able to access it as of late. 2 minutes remaining in this first half. Samoa, just that little mistake at scrum time possibly cost them about maybe 10 tackles that they will now have to make. And how about, if you don't have Sky, then that other option, like I mentioned, the World Rugby Sevens website used to have it. I don't know if it still does. Michael has said that it may. Just keep an eye on the website. There's also a couple other options after the games of replays. USA now kicking this one towards the touchline. It is just going to drift into touch. A throw in here for, I believe that will be Neima Fuala'au. You would think I was saying a Samoan player's name, but of course he is the number 15 for the USA. Steve Thomasine driven backwards. I see that Vaulasa Afasua is already on the field. That might actually be for Paul Eti Slater. Oh no, he started this match. Sorry, my apologies. I want to give you that. Samoa love physical game. Same time, it drains everything out of the body. So yes, Spider-Man, we've got to remember they've got a game just around the corner as well that they do have to try and get hyped up for. Whether that is a quarter-final, which of course they will want to be on their absolute A game for, or whether that is going to be a ninth place playoff game. Because we've got to remember the Samoans, they are ranked ninth at the moment out of 12 teams. If they stay there, they will be playing off for relegation. And that is the last thing they want. The USA, they are ranked 8th though, so they are only just above. They can't afford not to make the quarterfinals either if they want to keep those points flowing and get far in the competition. Kevon Williams to feed this ball, and bad push from Samoa, but they have driven straight up. Quick tap taken by Kevon Williams. The discipline at the moment starting to hurt. It is a mistake. I don't see it on the page. That is going to be Esdale now beats the last defender. And that'll now make the score 7-all at halftime. We've played 7 minutes of rugby and now there's no splitting these two teams. Which, to be honest, when you look at them in the path that they've taken till this point, like Samoa's points differential is -9 with 3 points. And then USA, their points differential is -7 with 3 points. And I'm here at Cricket Live, please. So we won't be doing the cricket today because we got the sevens, but also during that time, a couple of family members are around. So we'll be watching the cricket with them rather than commentating it. But it's going to be a good game. Hopefully New Zealand can step up the way that they need to. We've also got more cricket hopefully coming in the near future though. Of course, that test match between India and England now starting to really heat up. We might have to cover a bit of the later game or later stages of that one. And go Samoa, says Taulapapa. Just talking to Harry McNulty, 30 sevens tournaments under his belt. and they're making it through to the quarterfinals. Not too sure who is confirmed to play who at this point. See whether or not they have got that information for me in terms of the table. Go like this. We'll go pick an event. We will go Vancouver. Fixtures and results, pools, knockouts. There we go. So the quarterfinals at the moment, they have not actually said who it's going to be in those quarterfinals at this point. But we know New Zealand are through. We know that Great Britain are through. And we also know that Ireland are through. Same with Argentina and Fiji. And for now, boys, says Ferretti. Go Samoa. And there as well. Go, boys. Go the Manu, says Chris. Second half just around the corner. 10 points might be enough. I'm talking 10 more points, getting up to 17. My prediction for this game, I believe I said it would be 26-19 in favour of Samoa. We're going to need to see a lot of tries, though, being scored throughout the second half for them to be able to get up to that stage. Both of these sides almost identical with what they have done throughout this competition. There's a man dressed as an eagle and the crowd trying to support his US side. It's kicked off long and nicely taken by Naulivai. Just in from the touchline is Motu Opitai. Esdale trying to use his strength. There was the foot in touch though. Well, I think he almost got rid of it at that point. Motu Opitai. And Morpoi. Says Chris R. Charles. A line out throw for the US. Whoever loses this game needs to lose it by less than 7 to still have a very good chance of making their way through to the next stage of the Sevens circuit. Now Folau going across there to Steve Thomasin. Some good physicality shown by Samoa here. Looking for the counter ruck, and I feel like they're very close to being able to win that ball. It's come out the side for Joe Schrader, who fires it to Kevin Williams, showing off his speed. He cuts on the inside, cuts on the outside. The speed of Williams gets him to the try line, and the USA have got themselves another one. And Vamos Samoa fire up, boys, and Samoa win. And points Manu, says Chris R. Charles, and now they find themselves down. Just the defensive effort. Seemed like there were two Samoan defenders trying to do the same thing. Neither of them making that tackle. Steve Onisai getting wrong-footed big time by Kevin Williams. Now the kick has gone over. That is a massive kick to get. 14 points to 7. Samoa need to be the next team to score, and they have still got another 9 minutes remaining. Oh, sorry, not 9 minutes, 5 minutes remaining to be able to do so. Just showing the live standings. Samoa, they would be within 7, but their minus 16 points differential might not be enough. Canada would actually go ahead of them if that is the case. That is if Canada win their game by more than 5. There's a lot still to be determined. That kick has not gone 10 from the USA. Mistake being made by Madison Hughes, who has a huge amount of experience on the Sevens circuit. I think this is her 5th live stream, and it will not be the last, correct? I'm not sure about whether it's the 5th, but I certainly know it's not the last. We've got the quarterfinals of the Sevens that we are doing just around the corner. The live quarterfinals, the way that it sits, one moment, we'll take a picture of that. USA would be taking on Great Britain. Argentina would be taking on Samoa, New Zealand, Fiji, and Ireland versus France. Now, some things can change, though. And it'll be interesting to see if they do. Pretty much if these two sides go to golden point time, they've almost secured their spot through to the next stage, although Canada might still be in with a good shot of making it to the next stage. Another penalty goes against Madison Hughes there in the breakdown. Vavasa Afasua takes the quick tap, goes to Motu Opitai. Numbers on the outside here for Samoa, but they decide to cut back inwards. Now Unisai, in fact, it's Motu Opitai trying to find their next gap. Kevin Williams making it difficult in the breakdown with the bounce pass there. Naulevaya shut down quickly by Schrader. Went for the miracle offload. That was really silly. And it's given the opportunity now for the USA with Malachi Esdale. Man who got 2 tries in the game up against the Australians? Oh, it might have actually been up against the French, was it? No, it was up against Australia. My apologies. Knock on there, though, from the USA. Give Samoa another chance here. It's like another sub is being made. Samoa's defense actually holding up very well here. Three minutes remaining. Seen 5 tackles made by Taunu Naulevaya, 4 by Motu Opitai. Ouch headache material right there. Says Blues, Nate. Yeah, those little errors for not just Samoa, but also for the USA. I mentioned about it at halftime. There'll be one moment in this game that determines who wins. And at the moment, neither side willing to take that backward step with limited time remaining. 3 minutes still on the clock. It's going to be another penalty going the way of Samoa. It was against Hughes. They're not too far off getting a yellow card here, the USA. Madison Hughes has been penalised about 3 times in a row without a single warning. Now, Ionacioni back on the 7th circuit. Ball available for Alofipo. Getting it back across Samoa, currently sitting on the halfway line. You can see that the fatigue is starting to set in for both of these sides. Beautiful inside ball to Stev on his side. Tried to spin out. Schrader gets the turnover in the breakdown. Brilliantly done by the big USA man. And that is going to be another penalty going the way of the US. That was for player leaving the feet, putting their hands down. That might be it. They've still got 2 minutes left, but by the time this line-out happens, if the USA score again, they knock Samoa out of any sort of contention. They've actually decided to go for the scrum here. This is an interesting choice, but I guess that is because of what we saw earlier on with Kevin Williams being able to break through that Samoan defence. There are a lot of tired bodies out there on the field, and you have to wonder what kind of impact this will have on the two sides if they do make it through to the quarterfinals. Of course, one of them will definitely be through. The other side is going to be a bit of a waiting game. Sevens like league. So here's 1-2-3 MS. Ball is fed in by Madison Hughes. Now Lucas LeCamp. Plenty of speed. Nice run forward here to get it out wide to Perry Baker. Fires the American football style pass across. They're losing meters here. The USA almost through though was Aaron Cummings. Samoa have to try and turn this ball over in a legal manner. They can't afford to make a mistake and give away the penalty. But they are slowly forcing the USA towards their own line. Lucas LeCamp now fends off one. He breaks through the line. Another big step from him, looking for the next flick on the inside to Perry Baker, and that will be the match. The USA score it between the posts, but can Samoa answer back to get back within the 7? That is now what they will need to do to have any shot of making it through to the next stage. Or else they will only be on the 3 points, in which case they will be relying on Spain to beat Canada. They will be relying on France to beat Australia. Then they would make their way through. So there's a lot more that would have to happen for Samoa to qualify. A great bit of work. Not only that, I think Canada would have to lose badly to Spain. It's going to be kicked over by Steve Thomasine. Now 30 seconds remaining. Samoa, they would need a converted try to get them into quarterfinals contention. And that is not even a guarantee that they would make their way through. Because Canada still have a very good chance of being able to get above them. But Perry Baker, be very happy with that. The New Zealand versus Fiji final that we've got locked in is a bit of an intriguing one. Although that can change as well. Because depending on who wins that next one, that ball has gone into touch and that will be the end of the game. 21 points to 7. Samoa disappointed. They will be back in action a little bit sooner than they first anticipated. And I think that they might actually be up against South Africa for that matchup as well. But the USA doing extremely well in this contest. Puri Baker, Kevon Williams, and of course that massive turnover that we saw from Joe Schrader to really shift the momentum for this matchup. But nonetheless, the next live stream that we are going to be doing on the channel, ladies and gentlemen, is in 44 minutes time. That is going to be the matchup taking place between Argentina and Fiji, and that will help determine who makes their way through to the quarter-finals as well. But thank you all very much for tuning in. We will wait eagerly to find out who else will be qualifying. Australia have a chance. Canada have a chance. It's just a waiting game now. See who it will be. But thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, sure leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you all for the next one.